What is going on YouTube? Hitback making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Really quick, just want to apologize for yesterday's terrible mix-up. I had posted the video and I didn't see that my face was still covering the entire screen for like half the video. It does happen sometimes. Typically, if I make a cut or splice or I cut out some mistake that I said, with my words, I can forget a certain segment to shrink smaller, and that's what I did. So I shrunk everything else. I forgot to shrink the middle section, which happens time to time. I don't remember the last time it's happened. I've been a lot better with that. So I apologize yesterday, but all in all, we didn't really see much movement in yesterday's video. So I will cover that today because yesterday was the beginning of, what we saw at the end of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. We were not really seeing much. There was a small swing to the upside and a small swing right back down on most of these cryptos. We're going to be talking about that today. So don't worry if you missed yesterday's video. I apologize. Or if you weren't able to really understand it, which I totally understand, I wouldn't be able to understand it, then today's video will fix that problem from yesterday. So definitely stay tuned and watch the video to the end, as we are going to be looking at the small dip we had on XRP here on its 4-hour here. We are going to be looking at the dip that we had on, on Ethereum here, retesting resistance, still filling in within a symmetrical triangle. We had a descending triangle on XRP, and Bitcoin has ascending triangles here, something we have to look at. The S&P is starting to correct lower here, which is also interesting. Now, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, oh, well, you said we were breaking bullish and we were shooting up ever since we closed the weekly above the purple downtrend. Yes, we are still bullish, and I am still kind of bullish here long term on the S&P and a lot of these cryptos, but I just want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that. With that being said, guys, yet again, huge shout out to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's episode. As you guys know, time is ticking and we are getting very close to April, which is the end of tax season for last year, which means you need to file your taxes. And if you did not file your taxes, or you are not going to file your taxes for any cryptocurrency trades, especially if you are cashing out on Coinbase, if you are doing any sort of thing in regards to cashing out on Coinbase, you are going to screw yourself if you do not file it, because they audit and they send it all to the IRS, which means you're responsible for it, and they are not going to send you a 1099. So make sure to get on that. Make sure to check it out. It's completely free. CoinLedger link is down in the description below, so make sure to check it out. More information later on in today's video. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, yesterday's video, I apologize. There's no point in even watching it, which I understand why it had low views, but I did mess up on the way I filmed it. So we're just going to scratch that and move on from there. And I will just pretty much revise what I said yesterday here. You can see top 10 cryptocurrencies markets are consolidating, and you can see we're not really seeing much movements at all for the past 24 hours. Nothing has really shot up or moved down, except for maybe Dogecoin, but everything is pretty much at a consolidation point right now. Not really seeing much movement. Sideways trading, sideways trading, sideways trading. We're pretty much in the same kind of channel that we've been in for quite some time. Now, we'll talk about XRP, then I want to talk about CoinLedger, and then we'll look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the S&P 500. Now, within XRP specifically here, you can see we're still on an ascending triangle for the most part here, or we're in an uptrend. We did just recently bottom out, becoming oversold. You can see at 38 cents here. Now we're starting to rise back up, and I do believe that we're probably going to continue this rise back to the upside here, continuing to hold on to its bottom price floor, the moving average here. You can see this has pretty much been steadily supporting XRP for quite some time now. With the fact that we just bottomed out right here, I think it's going to help us continue to move to the upside. So I am excited to see that. But overall, we don't look too bad right now on XRP. We really don't look too bad on XRP. Like I've said, ever since we've closed the weekly candle above the purple band here, I've been long bullish on XRP. Obviously, we're going to see some stalling. Maybe we'll fall back down. It's not just going to be a straight line upwards. This is not what I'm expecting to see. It could definitely take some higher low movements to slowly bring us up to our target between 53, and it could be even higher here. I showed you guys in the past kind of my reference here that we kind of work in 3 stages on XRP. Most of the markets are cyclical. We have a bull market, we have a bear market, we have consolidation period. We have a bull market, we have a bear market, then we have consolidation period. And you can see we've entered the consolidation phase, finally breaching this major resistance. You can see in the past here, if I scroll back, you can see how many times we've retested the white line here. I just want to show you, and I'm actually going to make this easier and draw it in purple just so we can see why it's so relevant here. So you can see the 2 purple downtrends that we've seen. Maybe this is a little lighter. I don't know. It should be a little lighter. I don't know why it looks different. Regardless, you can see the downtrend here that we've continuously hit lower highs, continuously wicking to retest it, and have done nothing but break bearish until we broke through it. Once we broke through it, then things started to change up, and you can see ever since we started to break through that, we did have some bullish momentum and some bullish movements to the upside, which is definitely a good sign. So if I take the positions and I move it from when we started to break up, and I can then move this right to where we currently are starting to break upwards, you can see kind of the point that we started to swing and where we are going to be moving to. And this is typically what I expect to see happen here. Maybe it will happen quicker, maybe it will happen longer, but this is where I kind of feel the consolidation period is most accurate until, and I apologize for not showing you this yesterday because this was really, really, really good here, but this is where I expect to see the markets move us up to in this uncertainty wave here. So there'll be plenty of opportunities to make profit, plenty of opportunities to short the markets here. I do believe we will be retesting the moving average, and we can even swing as high as 90 cents, hitting that resistance clear as day. But filling in the gap here pretty much intertwined with the moving average is typically where I expect to see this market swing us to. And then come after that, then we see a bull market. So where does this leave us? Well, the beginning retest is in May, and we could end it in September of 2023 here. And then there's not much more consolidation before we see a bullish break to the upside, which could be into 2024, which is exciting. That's the market when I think things are going to wake up from hibernation, and we'll see some bullish movements outside the major, recessionary period that we could be in or have just left. Not entirely sure here, but right now we are bouncing off a bullish cross, a golden cross on the moving average. So we don't look bad in any sense here. Ever since we broke out of it, I do believe we are going to continue to create higher low patterns and continue to scale us higher and higher and higher. So I'm excited that we did break off of this, and I do think we're going to continue to move up. Now, moving forward from XRP, I do want to talk a little bit more about CoinLedger with you. I want to give a huge shout out to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research. With that being said, CoinLedger is not your typical run-of-the-mill meme coin. It's actually a cryptocurrency and NFT tax software that's built to save you time and maximize your refund. With tax season right around the corner, you might want to listen up. Now, believe it or not, my accountant who does my cryptocurrency taxes recommended me to use a software like CoinLedger to help track my portfolio. Let me be the first to tell you, manually balancing all your trades is tremendously difficult and takes hours of your time. Trust me, I've tried, been there, done that. With CoinLedger, that process takes only minutes using their software, and your accountant will appreciate you doing this. Some of you might not know, but CoinLedger helps you take advantage of your crypto tax loss harvesting, which lets you claim losses on assets in order to use those losses to offset your capital gains, thereby lowering your tax burden at the end of the year. Also, guys, make sure to ask your accountant, but I'm pretty sure there isn't even a wash sale rule yet on cryptocurrency, which is quite beneficial. The best part is CoinLedger is completely free to use. You can import all your crypto transaction history, view your net capital gains and losses, and even track your portfolio. Payment is only required when you want to download and view your full tax report, and payment is broken down into 4 different tiers depending on the type of trader you are, and all reports are a one-time purchase per tax season. They're even giving away a $300 tax report each week of the tax season, which you can enter down in the description of today's video. Now, in the eyes of the IRS, cryptocurrency is considered to be property, and capital gains and losses need to be reported on a Schedule D and Form 8949 if necessary every year. And if you're trading on a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance, then you have no choice but to report it. If you don't know, Coinbase reports all your cryptocurrency transactions to the IRS before the start of tax filing season. And as a Coinbase customer, you'll most likely receive a 1099 form if you pay US taxes and earn crypto gains over $600. And it's up to you to prove if those gains were actually losses or if they were actually gains. Now, this is where CoinLedger comes in. They will calculate your crypto taxes in 20 minutes and provide you with the correct instant crypto tax forms. They support all exchanges, NFTs, DeFi, and 10,000 cryptocurrencies. And all it takes is 3 easy steps. First, you connect your exchange to their website and import all your transactions. You'll then preview your report, make sure everything is correct, and lastly, generate your report. It's literally that easy. CoinLedger integrates directly with your favorite platforms to make it easy to import your historical transactions. Whether you're trading, earning interest, or even buying NFTs, you'll be able to import your transactions and calculate your taxes with ease. They're even partnered with the largest tax preparation platform to make it easier than ever to report your crypto gains and losses. Your reports can be directly imported into TurboTax Online, Online, TurboTax Desktop, Tax Act, and many other tax platforms. And even if you aren't from the US, you can still generate your crypto gains, losses, and income reports in your native currency. Then you can use those reports to complete the tax forms for your country. With that being said, CoinLedger is the go-to place when it comes to anything related to crypto taxes. And if you want to check out their website and use their software for free, then make sure to click the link down in the description of today's video. With that being said, shout out to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's episode, and let's get back into today's video. All right, so with that all being said, moving forward, you can see I do want to talk about Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the S&P. Now, the S&P is starting to correct off of its top resistance here. This was kind of something we expected, especially because we broke out of resistance. I was very shocked. I mean, obviously anything can happen. Things have proven itself, to happen totally not what I was expecting. If you can kind of understand what I'm saying here, like we've seen prices break us through here. It kind of makes sense until we've confirmed, the resistance here, but I was not expecting us to be breaking through the white uptrend or the white resistance here at any sense, because we've been using it for 12 years as resistance. But then we notice a descending fractal here in purple, and then we've been using that. We just recently broke through it much earlier than I was expecting in any sense here. But this is definitely a good sign. It means we're finally out of this major downtrend. Not to say we can't fall lower here, but I was also shocked. If we were to retest this and break through it, I would be beyond confused as to how we're able to continue to pump this high. But here's the thing. We are rejecting off this top resistance here, the price ceiling, as well as maybe the white band here, the resistance. There's a chance we're going to swing lower here. I don't know how low, but we could do this. And honestly, there'd be nothing wrong with doing that, because every time we move up, you can see it is in a higher trajectory here, and we would be creating higher lows off the bottom. You can see it as a continuous bounce here. We create higher lows, and this will slowly but surely scale us to the upside. So I am long on the stock market right now. I did buy into the stock market. I was telling you guys that. You can see here on the weekly chart, ever since we confirmed closing above this major resistance here, I've been long. Yes, obviously, I do expect to see some movements lower, but I do believe we are now going to be continuing full steam ahead to the upside here. So I have bought in, and with that, I do believe it should probably carry the markets with it here. S&P should influence crypto as it has, and I do believe we can probably see the same thing happen with Ethereum and Bitcoin. I was 50-50, or I used to be 80% bearish, then I've swapped it to 50-50, and I do think we are going to continue to scale ourselves higher here. So we are consolidating right now for the most part here, but I do think over time we are going to pop, and we do have just a few more days left of this sideways channel before we get the results that we were looking for here. It literally ends on the 3rd, which is in 3 days from today, and then we'll get that result. And truly, I believe we are going to see either a big break or a big dump. Ideally, what we've been saying as to how to trade Ethereum is looking on the daily charts here. If we break bullish or bearish, it will all be predetermined by this price ceiling and this price floor. We've been trading inside this channel here off a major pennant flag. These typically break bullish here, but the easiest way to go around doing so would be if we can break through the price ceiling here, close right at maybe 1650, anywhere closing the daily chart above this blue band right here, that would be key to buy in and long to the upside. If we close below this bottom support, that would be key to buy in and short it to the downside. But that's pretty much it for today's video. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.